Welcome folks to the review of the Victorinox SWISSTOOLX. Beautiful tool. Nylon sheath, allows for vertical carry. Doesn't have the horizontal slants like the Leatherman Surge and some of the other tools out there. Want to break right into the tool, you guys. Beautiful tool. I'm going to just move this aside here. Victorinox SWISSTOOLX. As you can see, high polished design. One of the very few tools that I know of that actually allows you to deploy all the tools but the pliers from the outside. That's a look at the pliers. Here's a look at the tool. Notice the stub nose design of this tool. Victorinox chose to go with two models, the SWISSTOOLX and the SWISSTOOLX Spirit. There's actually several variations of the tool, but the point being that this tool is wonderfully crafted. Very, very, very well manufactured tool. I'm going to just give you a glimpse into the inside of this tool here for a second. The reason being is I wanted to show you there's two notched cutting points. The first one is the very bottom is for hard type of tools. The one just above that is for softer metals up to a 40 HRC, I believe the website said. Notice also the as you can see here, the tool doesn't touch fully. The reason being is when you're grasping something, as you can see, for instance, when you're grasping something, there it is parallel. When it's closed, it doesn't close, it doesn't touch. That's actually designed 125 years of engineering experience and design by Victorinox. So we're very impressed with them. The tools I'm going to show you here in a moment. The tools deploy individually. The one thing I thought was genius on Victorinox's part was the fact that you can actually use the ruler. As you may have seen with other tools, the ruler can't be used in certain situations because you just can't get to that. They don't touch. But as you can see here, with the exception of this notch right here, this ruler is fully usable. This is a 4.5 inch tool, so you get 9 inches of ruler, or let's see, 9 inches of ruler, or 20, almost 3 inches, maybe 23.5 inches, or 23.5 centimeters. Beautiful design, beautiful tool. I'm going to close it shut here for just a moment because I want to show you the different tools. Really, the most bang for your buck of any multi-tool, in my opinion. Let's start. I'm going to open up the blade. As you can see, this is the straight edge blade that it comes with. And this particular tool variation does not come with a serrated blade. You can get one with a serrated and a straight edge blade, but you lose the scissors. So, as you can clearly see, I mean, this thing is so high polished, you can actually see the camera on the blade. I mean, that's how high polished this tool is. Very thick. Here's the hollow ground. Make no mistake, very sharp. And the way you close these things is you simply press down on this lever. See, press down on this lever and then just close. The next tool is this is what they call a strong, I can't remember the name of the tool. I think it's called a strong pry bar. And the cool thing about, I actually used this strong pry bar the other day, a very strong pry bar. It doubles as a straight edge or slotted Phillips, or excuse me, slotted screwdriver, not a Phillips. Check out the thickness of that thing. I mean, this is. There's a reason why they call this a strong pry bar, because of how powerfully it's made. Look at how close each tool is to one another. So if you're going to use this thing, Don't worry too much about bending this thing. This is a pretty strong design. Pretty strong design. I'm going to close it shut here. The next tool we've got from this side. You've got to kind of know your tool a little bit. This is a really neat tool. This is actually a chisel. As you can see here, let's let the camera focus. As you can see here, it's if I look at it from a side view, well, it's not focusing. There it is. Look at it from a side view. As you can see, there's that chisel edge. Very sharp chisel edge. Be very careful. Very sharp chisel edge. And then you have a wire scraper and a wire stripper. Now here's what I thought was pretty amazing. If I close this tool like so, okay, and I stick a wire right inside there, and I press down with my thumb like so, and I twist, it'll actually strip the wire. Now you got to be careful. If you put too much pressure, you might not only remove the sheath of the wire, but you might actually damage the wire itself. But very nice design. I thought that was really cool on Victorinox's part to enable you to sort of press down and imagine that you have a wire running through there, and you're just twisting that wire and pulling. You're going to strip that wire pretty easily. The next tool is this is a bottle opener. This is really cool because it also doubles as a wire bender inside of here, and another slot of screwdriver. You got a couple of slot of screwdrivers in here for a reason, and the reason is this does not have a bit exchanger like some of the other tools. For instance, like the Leatherman Surge or any of the Leatherman products that have bit exchangers on them. There it is in full view. The next tool is this is one of the coolest can openers. I've actually used this thing. As you can see, it almost looks like it's bent, and it is bent for a reason by the manufacturer. There you have the tip of the tool is a very small flathead screwdriver, and this thing, I tell you what, this thing will open, I don't care what size can you have, this thing will open it. And it's designed for when you grasp the lip of the can and you press down. If you're simply pressing straight down, because it's a curved design, it's going to cut at the edge of the can from the top. So you'd have to use it to know what I was talking about, but very neat. And on this side, last but not least, I want to show you this saw. Okay, I used this saw the other day to cut some plastic pipe, and I tell you what, be very careful. Why? If I can get my finger as close as possible, that's what happens when you're not careful. This thing, I ripped right through my nail with virtually no effort. So very aggressive saw, and as you can clearly see, the saw has no direction but downwards. Why? Because they want to get maximum cutting power, whether you're going this way or that way. This way or that way. They want to get you maximum cutting power. I have yet to see a more powerful saw on a multi-tool. I know that SOG boasts they have a really nice saw. I have yet to see a saw like this. Extremely powerful saw. Very unique design in saw design. Very impressed with that saw. I was able to cut, because notice how it's at the edge at the very bottom. I was actually cutting a pipe to the ground, and notice how this is almost surface with the ground. So I was able to cut the pipe like this and cut as close to the ground as possible. The pipe was sticking out of the ground, and I had to cut it. It was just a low voltage pipe that was leading underneath the ground. So